Hello, this is Charlie at My Messy Fingers. I'm in the process of trying to make a mini album for Scrap and Create, and this is my first one I've done, and that's not on my own agenda, which means I do the whole build. I do one video on the whole build when it's completed, and then I post it. This one I'm trying to do it in segments. So what happened, so that you could follow along easily. So what happened was I'm using an app that I'm not familiar with, and in that process there are a couple of builds that I either didn't upload correctly or I deleted the videos. So I do believe I've got pages 1 and 2 successfully up there, but I cannot locate the videos for pages 3 and 4. So I'm going to explain to you what I did. You're going to cut your main panel, which I took off of the 12 by 12 sheet, and you're going to cut it at 7 3/4 across by 8 inches tall. Then from your cardstock, you are going to create one page that's 6 inches, scoring it at 1/2 and scoring it at 3/4. You're then going to cut a second page that's going to be 5 3/4, scoring it at 1/2 and scoring it at 3/4. You will then make a 2.5 inch pocket here at the bottom, and then we're going to have a 4-page waterfall. Each waterfall measures 5 1/8 across, but you need a 1/2 inch score here. So cut this at 5 5/8, scoring it at 1/2, and do that at 4 times. Then you're going to cut it at 3 1/8 on each one of these. What you're going to do then is you're going to put your panels in together. You're going to make sure that they stand up tall so that you have a nice beveled edge here. And I put a magnet under here for closure, because as this waterfall builds, it's going to take up some room, and as you can see, I did a lot of cut aparts with a lot of the extras. Put it in the pocket down here. This is going to fill up, so you need that room. Plus you've got beautiful journaling panels over here on both sides, and or for photos. So when closing this, these came off your 8 by 8 panels. This came off 8 by 8 panels, or you can use 12 by 12. I just cut this out, framed it in, and put it here to kind of break up this line. It's not a pocket of any sort. You can make a pocket, so if you take tape and you go along here, you can make a tuck, which is what, now an afterthought, I could have done. I then took this off of the 12 by 12, mounted it on black cardstock, and then used some pop-ups to put right here on the front of this. So this is your page 3 in its completed form. Okay. Moving on to page 4, you are going to cut one panel at 6 3/4, scoring it at 1/2 and at 3/4. Then you're going to cut another panel from your black cardstock at 5 3/4, scoring it at 1/2 and scoring it at 3/4. Now what I like to do is kind of make some mix and match so that things aren't always even or the same. So you're going to cut another panel at 6 inches, scoring it at 1/2 and at 5/8. Then you're going to cut another panel at 5 inches, scoring it at 1/2 and scoring it at 5/8. And then you're going to make a 2.5 inch pocket. So what I did was, like I said, you can mix and match. You can put your smaller one here, you can put your 6 over here, or you can flip them. A lot of the pages, because these are bigger images, came off the 12 by 12 papers. All of this did. This came out of the scraps. This came out of the 8x8. You can tell by how small the images are. And this panel here came out of, I think it was the 12x12. And I think this came out of 12x12. Check the size of the images. I don't have any of this paper left. I used it all. But double check the size for the images. These images are measuring roughly 1 3/4 by almost 2. So this might be from the 12x12. This page, again, because I don't have any of the papers left and I messed up on my build, I think came from the 12x12 because of the size of the images. This came off the 12x12. Again, you can tell by the size of the images. 12x12, 12x12, scrap. This is off your 12x12. This is off your 12x12. I took a sticker out of the 12x12 sticker packet. I mounted it on black cardstock, used some pop-ups. This image here measures roughly 1 3/4 by 2, so this very well could have come from the 12x12 because now that I see it in a larger format, I do believe this will come off your 12x12 sheets. I apologize. And then I have a separate video for this one, which is your page 5. I did the same thing. These were, I think, were all linked in one video, and I think I deleted all of them, so I had to do a separate one for this one, so you'll see that in there. And then there will be a separate one for this final page. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Again, I sincerely apologize. It's learn as you go. It's embarrassing and it's very humbling. But let me know if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them.